Hi there, this is Slave with Crypto. Okay, sorry I haven't made a video yesterday. I think I made some at the weekend, didn't I? But I didn't make one yesterday because I've been a bit busy trying to sell my house and stuff and make it look nice, and people have been coming round and looking at it and all that. And I think I've pretty much got there. I think we've signed the letter of intention to buy. There's kind of various stages you have in France of buying a house, so there's that, and then you have the compromis de vente where you kind of promise to buy the house, and that gets a bit more legally binding. Then you finally have the acte de vente where you actually sell the house, and that becomes the property of the new person, and I get a pile of cash. And I think what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to buy Bitcoin with it, or I might buy eGold. I'm not sure. But I think I'm going to buy Bitcoin with it and then probably put some of it into my Freeway account. And I'll show you why, actually. Because on January the 1st, I put 3 Bitcoin into my Freeway account, and I converted half a Bitcoin into Freeway Token, which is this one here. And the way it works is if you want to use one of these Bitcoin superchargers, you need, for the full benefits, you need 20% of your balance to be in Freeway Token and the rest of it in whatever you're going to use. And you've got a choice of like Bitcoin, Ethereum, I'll show you. You've got USDC, Euro C or something like that, Bitcoin, BNB, Ethereum, Cardano, Gold and DOT. So there are your choices for these superchargers. Now, since I've been doing this, which was, as I say, January the 1st, the total rewards from that 3 Bitcoin since January the 1st is equivalent to $5,965. And I have been plotting this on my spreadsheet. I don't know if some of you might have even seen it, because I decided to make it sort of public because I thought it might be of interest to you people. So you can see here that, the 1st of January, I actually had $64 in my Freeway account. And then the next day I put in, this large amount of Freeway Token and Bitcoin. So, the total balance was worth $119,000 then. And the rewards for the 2nd of January were $392, $392, 4th of January, $608. And, it's been going up. And the total rewards, now are like about $5,000. And you see my amount of Bitcoin, so bear in mind I started off with 2.5325, and I've now got 2.6753 Bitcoin. So this is actually paying 33% APY, and that is compounded. So my thinking is, if I just leave this alone, then let it compound itself, then it's going to earn about 1 Bitcoin a year. Although if I'm going to be taking it out every month to pay the rent or whatever, then it won't be compounding as much. But the idea is I can leave, a few Bitcoin in there, and it will pay the rent every month. Meanwhile, the Bitcoin will go up in price, and then when I decide where I want to live, I'll buy a house, and I can buy hopefully a really nice one. So yeah, the Freeway superchargers are quite interesting to look at, actually. There's a link here on my spreadsheet, or I'll leave a link in the description down below if you're interested in that. You get 33% on Bitcoin, and if you stake stable coins like USDC, I think it's USDT as well, you get 43%, which is phenomenal, isn't it? Anyway, back to the Maiar Dex. So you can see now we've got these new farms that have the new rates, which aren't quite as exciting as they used to be, but it's still good, isn't it? We're still getting 115% on the MEX EGLD farm, Ride EGLD 97%, and the staking for the MEX 110%. I keep getting the same question over and over again, is why am I still doing this and this if you're getting 110% on the MEX one here, with no chance of impermanent loss, where there isn't a chance of impermanent loss on these ones? Why am I still doing that and not just putting everything into the MEX farm? Well, the simple answer to that is that, if you talk about the assets, you've got MEX, EGLD and RIDE here. That's what I'm invested in, if you like, with the farms. And I believe that RIDE will go up massively in value. I believe that eGold will definitely go up massively in value. And MEX, hopefully, but I can't guarantee MEX is going to go up like what I think eGold will. So I'm keeping the MEX eGold LP tokens in this farm intact. I'm not splitting anything up. I'm keeping the RIDE eGold one here intact, not splitting anything up there. Still disconnects, doesn't it, all the time? Let's reconnect again. And the exception there is this little farm here. I've got this one here, this one that's worth $265 right now. When this gets to $10, I am going to withdraw that and take a look at what we get out of it compared to what I put in it, because a lot of people are talking about impermanent loss, this kind of thing, and I still don't fully understand exactly what it's all about. But I just want to prove it with some figures. My thinking is that we make more than we lose, so like a lot more. So impermanent loss isn't something I worry about, and it's only an issue when you withdraw from a farm. In fact, I think it's only an issue when you split up your LP tokens. For the moment, I'm not going to worry about that. But when this gets to $10, I will do that. It was almost there the other day, but obviously the price of eGold and RIDE has gone down, so it's not at the $10 threshold, because I want to get it so I can harvest it and then withdraw, because I just think that would be the better thing to do, really. So in the Metabonding, we had AERO, Effort and ZPAY. We've now got ISET as well, so this is going to be quite interesting, because I think this one is going to be one of the better ones. So the deal here, I still believe the thing to do is to either stake eGold in the Maiar app. Now, I don't know about the web wallet, and I don't know about the Elrond app, or if it's called, I don't know what it's called. I only know about the Maiar app and obviously the Dex. So I think the thing to do is to have eGold in the Maiar app. If you haven't got it, use the link in the description below. And also to have in your farms, have some MEX in one of these farms like this one here. And I think that's how we're going to get the airdrops for the Metabonding. I don't think these LP farms count, because technically what you've got here is LP token staked, and you haven't got the actual MEX or eGold staked. You've only got LP token staked. Now, there was this video I did the other day on the 23rd of February, and I pinned this comment by Olga Zedeva, who said, I sent a message to support regarding where to stake eGold and MEX to be eligible for the upcoming airdrops. And this was the response. You need eGold at any staking agency, and there will be a new MEX farm where you will need to stake the token. The amount staked in the LP farms will not count. Okay? So unfortunately, our LP holdings will not count, and we will have to wait to see where to move the MEX to qualify. I think this is clear, isn't it? When it says any staking agency, I'm guessing if you have them things on the Elrond app or the web wallet or something like that. I don't know if you have those. I think you have them. They're called delegation things or something like that. I think if that's regarded as a staking agency, then that probably applies. Or it is possible that means one of the staking agencies on the Maiar app, like Trust Staking or RAF Staking, that kind of thing. I think to be on the safe side, if you've got eGold, I would put it in the Maiar app just to make sure you're going to get these airdrops. That's what I would suggest you do. Not financial advice, just a suggestion of something that might give you the best chance to get something from the airdrops. So to answer Sanjeeb Sarkar's comment here, saying a little confused, So I've staked my LP tokens in the eGold MEX farms. Is that eGold MEX qualified? I don't think it is. If not, I have to take off my LP tokens from the eGold MEX and convert them back to eGold and stake them in the Maiar delegation pool. If that's what you want to do, I'm personally not splitting up LP tokens, but I did leave some eGold in the Maiar app, and if you're subscribed to my channel you would have seen that I did that quite a few weeks ago. So there's Olga's message that I've pinned. So I hope that clears that up. Okay, anyway, in other news, I've been looking again at the crypto.com exchange. Not my favourite exchange in the world, but you know, it's one that if you've got the crypto.com app, you've actually got the exchange as well, because you can just use the same login to go to crypto.com/exchange. I think the exception there is I don't think it's available in the US, unfortunately, but certainly here in Europe it is. And you know, you can do trading. You can't do leverage trading there, but you can do spot trading between various pairs, including the native CRO. Now I've got about $50 worth of CRO here, and what I was looking at was the way CRO moves with Bitcoin. And you know, it just goes up and down a little bit. So my thinking was that what I might do is put some CRO in here, wait for it to increase about 10%, swap it into Bitcoin, and then wait for the Bitcoin against CRO to increase in 10%, swap it back to CRO, then wait for the CRO to increase 10%, swap it back to Bitcoin. That was my idea. Now I'm going to try this with a small amount first of all, just like $50 worth, because I've actually got a much larger amount in the crypto.com DeFi app that I'm unstaking at the moment, but it takes 28 days to unstake from there, so I'm only on about day 23 or something, so that's not going to happen straight away. So I thought meanwhile what I'll do is have a little play in here. So I just thought I'd show you how to do that anyway. So I've basically moved, if I go to balances, so I basically moved some CRO from the crypto.com app over to the exchange, and you can just do that on your phone very, very simply. And it's actually 513.68 CRO. And then if you want to trade that, you can come over to here, you can trade CRO against USDT, USDC or Bitcoin. So I want to do Bitcoin. And what I want to do is look at about a sort of 10% increase from where it is now, maybe. So if I get the ruler here and I go here and I go up 10%, where is that going to be? It's going to be about that figure there. So 11612. So I'm going to go sell. I'm going to change that to 11612. I'm going to sell all my CRO into BTC at that point. Okay, so sell CRO. Okay, with this exchange, if it thinks you're being a bit ambitious, it does tell you the price exceeds 5% of the last traded price. Do you want to continue? And yes, I do. And I'm in no rush about this. You know, while that's set up, there are no fees involved. There's only fees when the actual transaction happens. It's not like leverage, where you're paying every 8 hours. It's just, you know, a straightforward spot exchange. So what I thought I'd do meanwhile is I'll just make a note of the amount of CRO I've got, which is this balance here. I'm going to put that in my spreadsheet. Going to make a new tab. I'm going to have a column called CRO and a column called BTC. Maybe put the date in there as well. Date, okay. So the amount of CRO is going to go in there. Amount of BTC is 0 there. And today's date is the 25th of February 2022. So that's what I'm going to do. Make them look sort of pretty. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to update this when that trade completes. And then I'll probably make another video to sort of show you what I'm doing there. But the idea there is, you know, I'm either going to end up holding a bag of Bitcoin, which is not a problem, or I'm going to end up holding a bag of CRO, which is not a problem either. So this to me is the advantage of trading CRO against BTC. If I was trading BTC against USDT, and say, for example, Bitcoin went up 10% and I changed it onto USDT, then I'm just holding dollars then. So if Bitcoin then went up loads, I'd feel a bit stupid. Whereas trading these two, if I ended up with, some Bitcoin, I sold it back into CRO and then Bitcoin went off mad, I'm still holding the CRO, which to me is more useful than USDT. So that's the plan there. I like trading crypto against crypto rather than crypto against stablecoins. Anyway, I've got a friend coming around in a moment, so I'll leave the video for there. I'll probably make another one later on today, actually, because there are a few things to talk about. And as Basil Fawlty in Fawlty Towers would say, don't mention the war. And yeah, it's bad, isn't it? I've got friends in Ukraine, I've got friends in Russia. I love them all dearly, and I just wish this wasn't happening. I really do. And to be honest, I'd rather they were all safe, happy, and just getting on with their lives, rather than the value of my crypto increasing. I would merrily take a dump in the value of my crypto if I could, make sure they were all safe. They are people I love and care for. But I will make a video later on today, because there are things to talk about. The price of eGold obviously is pretty rubbish at the moment, so it's definitely time to buy some as well. So there's that. Anyway, so sorry to end on a bit of a depressing note, but if you've enjoyed the video anyway and you'd like to make another one very quickly, give the video a like, leave a comment, make sure you're subscribed, click the notification bell, and above all, tell your friends.